guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is to address some comments I received from viewers about a video that I made regarding the concerns of Black Americans being deported by ICE. Now, if you haven't watched that video yet, I'll link it here so that you can check it out for context. I also created a follow-up video about the No Kings movement to further expose the lies and hypocrisy behind that entire situation. And I encourage you to go and watch that one too if you haven't. Now, I typically don't take time to address every single comment, but this time I felt it was important to respond. Why? Because this is bigger than me. It's about mindset, truth, and what's being taught to the Black community. I received a few comments from viewers expressing their frustration, saying things like, "This is ridiculous. Black people may need to be deported for thinking of such thing. Stay out of it because Black people did what the illegal immigrants and their supporters are doing for our race." Now, first, I want to thank you all for who took the time to share your thoughts. I appreciate you sharing your perspective, even when we don't agree. But today, I'm making time to specifically address one part of a comment that said, "We've done what they are doing for our race. Stay out of this mess." To the viewer who wrote that and to everyone who may feel the same, I want to speak to you directly. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure what you meant about that, but I want to clarify where I stand. Clarity is key when you're having conversations like this. Now, here's the part I need you to really hear. If you're referring to supporting illegal actions like breaking the law of this country, unlawful boarding crosses, drug trafficking, violence, or riots, I have to respectfully disagree. As Americans, including those of us in the Black community, we're expected to follow the law and we face real consequences when we don't. Supporting or justifying illegal behavior in the name of any group, especially one that was entered in unlawfully, is deeply problematic. It creates division, undermines justice, and put vulnerable people, including children, at risk. We can be compassionate and value human life while still standing up for law, order, and fairness for all. And no, this doesn't mean that I don't support leniency, but we are in a state of crisis because of being too lenient and not using it responsibly. And let me tell you why I think this way. I'm not just talking from like the outside looking in. I lived it. And there was no leniency on my family and loved ones. I've personally had siblings and people that I love go to prison or jail for breaking the law. I've been separated from my siblings. I've seen mothers separated from their children. I've seen fathers ripped from their homes because they were doing what they thought they needed to do to provide, whether that was selling drugs or stealing diapers and baby formula. As heartbreaking and traumatic as that was, they broke the law and were punished for it. It is dangerous to have selective compassion, picking and choosing when law applies and when they don't. The law applies to all Americans, no matter what background, color, or situation. I have a friend who happened to be a white American, and her father went through a very difficult time. He lost his job, and with the weight of trying to provide for his family, he turned to drinking and other shady business to cope. And one day, he was pulled over, charged with a DWI, and sent to jail. That was his first offense. And he still spent jail time. My friend was devastated. She was separated from her father. And that is an experience we all have faced. As much compassion as I had for her and what she had went through, the reality was he broke the law. I'm sharing this because it's not about race. It's not about poverty. It's about choices. The law doesn't and shouldn't skip anyone. And as painful as it is to see people we love suffer the consequences of their actions, we have to be honest. They broke the law. Compassion doesn't cancel responsibility. And I want to be perfectly clear about something else. I don't belong to or agree with the mindset that excuses lawlessness in the name of doing it for our people. That mindset is self-destructive and unfortunately is being taught, just not in certain communities, but in some churches too. That way of thinking keeps people trapped in a vicious cycle of victimhood and believing that the world is against them. In reality, it's their own people. How do I know? I grew up in that environment. I watched it firsthand. I'm going to be real. If you didn't think the same way as everyone around you, you were ostracized. Honestly, I've been ostracized by my own family for thinking differently. But here's the thing, I used to think the same way until I developed an intimate, personal relationship with Jesus Christ. When I truly start walking with God, I learned that it was okay to think for myself. In some communities, including parts of the Black community, thinking for yourself is discouraged. They pretty much tell you, don't say nothing. Don't speak up for what's right. Don't call out the dysfunction. But when I turned down all the noise, family, friends, and certain pastors, I found peace in my quiet time with Jesus. And when you connect with the one true creator through the name of Jesus, it unlocks a gift inside of you that you don't even know that you had. And when you know who you are in God, you stop worrying about being kicked out of a communities that you were never truly belong to anyway. And I'm not here to be popular or for likes. I'm not here to fit in. My assignment is to reach people who God has sent me to reach, the people who actually want the truth. If you're not one of those people, then maybe it's okay. This channel may not be for you. But if you are someone seeking real truth, wanting to break free from destructive cycles and mindsets, I'm here for you. I'm here on kingdom assignments. I depend solely on God and I lack nothing because He provides for me. Now, if this resonated with you, stay connected here. Leave your respectful comments in the comment area. I read them even if I disagree. Describe if you are seeking truth over trends. And as always, remember, when you follow Jesus, you don't walk alone. Thank you for watching. Stay bold, stay true, and stay free.